Caesars Boardwalk Regency Hotel and Casino, here in the boxing capital of the world, Atlantic City, New Jersey, Gold Circle Productions and Main Event Productions, in association with Caesars Boardwalk Regency Hotel and Casino, proudly present the scheduled 10-round non-title middleweight bout. The judges, Frank Brunette, Richard F. Murray, and Paul Cavalier. The timekeeper of the bell is Roy Johnson. Counting for the knockdown seconds, alternate referee Frank Cappuccino. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 10-round middleweight bout, referee Larry Hazard. And now, boxing fans, introducing the principals. First, in the red corner, wearing the all-black trunks with the red trim, he weighed in an even 160 pounds. This gentleman has a record of 42 wins, 8 losses, 1 draw with 35 knockouts. He is the native of Edinburgh, Scotland, the former USBA light heavyweight champion, and now residing in Bay City, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Scottish Express, Murray Sutherland. And here's the opponent in the blue corner, wearing the gold trunks with the red and blue trim. He tipped in at 157 1/2 pounds. This young man has 36 wins, 1 loss with 32 knockouts. From the Motor City of Detroit and the state of Michigan, the World Boxing Council Junior Middleweight Champion, boxing fans, here is Thomas Hitman Hearns.
So Thomas Hearns fighting as a middleweight against the one-time light heavyweight Murray Sutherland. And a check of the tail of the tape. Hearns with the height advantage. Sutherland 2.5 pounds heavier than Hearns. And Thomas Hearns with that tremendous reach has the edge on Sutherland in that department. Thomas Hearns at 36-1, 32 by knockout. The only loss on the record of Hearns in the Classic in Las Vegas, September 16th, 1981. In the unification battle with Sugar Ray Leonard. His last fight, December, New Orleans won a 12-round decision over Wilfred Benitez to take the WBC Super Welterweight title. Last fight for Murray Sutherland, undercard of Hagler Scipion in May, came from behind and very impressively knocked out Jean-Marie Hemedy in the 9th round, Hemedy's first defeat. And the question, Bertie, as you mentioned earlier, the right hand of Thomas Hearns, which has continually been injured, the last injury aggravated during a exhibition basketball game in a collision with a fellow by the name of Fred the Hammer Williamson.
It sure doesn't seem to bother him in boxing. I don't know what he does in basketball, but in boxing, he's throwing it. He just threw a couple of very heavy right hands. We're sitting with the heavyweight champion of the world, Larry Holmes. Both of us winced at the opening 2 shots. Do you think they would start this fast, Larry?
No, I didn't, Freddie. I didn't think you were going to start this fast. And Tommy looks sharp for being off that long.
It is. That 7 months layoff is what was bothering people. Of course, he is now fighting a guy just as tall as he is and who's got the credentials to hang in there grittily. He is one of those fighters that's always had good record of staying in with all fights to the very end.
Yeah, that's the case in his 2 title shots as a light head.
Tommy just took a shot. Sutherland able to counterpunch with
champion Larry Holmes at our ringside position. And Larry impressed with this opening round performance by Thomas Hearns.
See, sometimes that 7-month layoff does you more good than doing harm. It gives your body a chance to rest and heal, and it gives you more determination, more strength.
He certainly looks like he's filled out a great deal since the last time I saw him. His biceps, his back, it's always big, but now he looks like a middleweight.
Yes, Tommy's growing. He's a real man at such a young age. Good punch.
But here's Sutherland back with a rally. And the right hand again by Hearns. You see the time running down. We're down to 20 seconds left in this first round.
Tommy wants to get out of here early.
And the left by Hearns, forcing the wincing movement by Sutherland. Is round 2 scheduled for 10, upper right-hand corner. Check out the right-hand throw by Thomas Hearns.
And if there's any doubt that that right hand is all right, that just proved it.
Atlantic City, New Jersey. Marv Albert with the fight doctor, Freddie Pacheco, and heavyweight champion Larry Holmes. Along with the long layoff, it's been 7 months since Holmes fought Wilfred Benitez. Also a cancellation, he was to fight James Hard Rock Green.
No, Holmes was never going to fight.
I should say that, right.
He just scared Holmes. He heard Hard Rock Green, he got up, he wanted to leave.
Thomas Hearns also had a list of candidates following the postponement of Green, and it turned out to be Murray Sutherland.
Well, Sutherland's a tough Scotchman. You could see from that first round, that was enough to resign after that first round. There were 2 body shots, Larry, that caused him to win. Did you see the shots that they were from Hearns to Sutherland?
That shows you, Tommy, a good punch in both hands. It's to a good level to the body. Sutherland flinch, and I don't see this fight lasting too long because Tommy's taking a lot out of him.
Flagrant butt. A flagrant butt by Sutherland.
Well, Tommy got to be a little careful of that because Sutherland is using all the tricks. He's a veteran. He's been in there with everybody, and he wants to win.
You know that Sutherland does everything he can to win. You can't blame him. He's in there with a devastating puncher. Again, those shots to the side.
Tommy's putting everything behind those punches also.
Sutherland saying, come on, come on. And Tommy is obliging. Tommy feels that he's not as tall stature-wise as he should be. I think he's wrong. He's 10 feet tall in boxing. He has a lot of stature with the boxing fans and with the boxing cognoscenti.
If you notice Sutherland, he's trying to counter Tommy's jab with a right hand over the top like that.
He's timing and waiting, but Tommy's changing up on him. And Tommy's looking to load him with that right hand.
And Hearns now using the jab effectively as we go final seconds of round 2. This is a non-title bout scheduled for 10. We'll be right back.
But that's it. That's the way to do it, or that's the way to not do it if you're looking at it from a different angle.
And this is round 3. Pace did slow down somewhat of the second round. Murray Sutherland on the right for most of his career as a light heavyweight. He's been fighting as a middleweight the past year and has taken some stinging shots, particularly the right hand of Thomas Hearns.
Well, we've heard a lot about Hearns trying to change up into the boxer again, but this is Hearns the hitman. This is Hearns the assassin here. He's just looking to put him out.
And Hearns has really filled out that 6'1" frame.
Well, he's got a lot of interesting fights ahead of him. Larry's got Hard Rock Green. He can fight any junior middleweight, and he can fight Hagler and any middleweight. He's got a lot of work.
Tommy's in a key position right now. He can go up, he can go down. He can fight either man, so his options are open.
When Hearns fights, all you see is that same kind of intensity you see in Duran. He's so intent on getting it done and getting it over with.
That comes from maturity. Tommy is a man. Even at a young age as he is, he's still out. He's a man. He goes out there. He knows what to do. He's a good boxer. I like it.
I think the lingering regret in his whole life is going to be that he couldn't fight Sugar Ray Leonard back again. He's going to be thinking about that for the rest of his life. Saying, I was ahead and somehow I blew it. At least Billy Conn got to fight Joe Louis back. He ain't going to get to fight Sugar Ray Leonard back.
Ray can say that's one he got over on him.
I want to say something for Sutherland. He is certainly not intimidated. He's not running. He's standing there. He's trying to do his best fighting against a hard-punching Hearns. He's got a half smile on his face.
Looks like he wants to get Tommy to punch himself out because he's giving Tommy opens and close him up. And he's a veteran. He's been out there.
That's what he did to Emeby, John Marie Emeby. He just let him have the first 5 rounds, but after that guy was still there, and he won the fight by knockout.
And under 30 seconds left in this third round. Thomas Hearns opening up very quickly in round 1. Pace did slow down considerably in the second round. Hearns with the quick opener here in round 3. And we're final seconds, third round. We'll be back here in Atlantic City.
That's all you can do. You're not getting too much operate on. Just coming up.
Emmanuel Stewart in the corner of Thomas Hearns. Hearns comes in at 36-1, 32 by knockout, 24 years old, to be 25 in October. Born in Memphis, Tennessee, now living in Detroit. Going up against the 29-year-old Murray Sutherland from Edinburgh, Scotland, now living in Bay City, Michigan. This is round 4.
And Sutherland has on his trunks, I love Bay City, Michigan. I guess on the back he should say, bye-bye, Bay City, Michigan.
Since he was knocked out by light heavyweight contender Eddie Davis last year, Sutherland slipped out of the world ranking, but has the reputation of a strong chin and always gives an aggressive effort.
And he's one of these guys that's patient. He's willing to wait after the 5th round to do what he wants, as we saw with Jean-Marie Emeby. Right now, he's not doing much to Hearns, though, to get him tired, except, as Larry pointed out, letting him punch himself out. He's hitting a lot of gloves.
One thing I noticed about Tommy, he having a lot of movement today. He's standing right in front of the guy get a chance to hit him, and that can be costly. And I made the same mistake when I fought Witherspoon, right in front of him, and it's been costly.
There was no motion. That's why I said he's not boxing like he usually does. He's back to the hitman. He's just looking for his knockout. It was precisely that kind of mistake that gave you such a hard time with Witherspoon, as you just said, because you were standing right there.
Right there in front of him.
Now he's moving a little bit. He must have been hearing what you're saying, Larry.
That's Tommy Hearns right there. That's him. Get that bound, get that rhythm in there. That's him. That's the way you box. And the knockout will come. When you try to force it, it don't never come. Especially when you're fighting a good, like Murray. There, Murray's a veteran fighter. He's a good fighter.
The Fight Doctor scorecard, and we are on the round system here in the state of New Jersey. Hearns has won first 3 rounds, no knockdowns. It appeared Hearns had Sutherland in big trouble in the first round. Less than a minute left. This is round 4.
You can almost feel Thomas Hearns' frustration. He tries to go in. Murray covers up so well, he can't get him. He looks frustrated. Now he's back to moving around.
See, Tommy's still dropping that left hand, and Murray trying to hit him with a right hand over the left. Tommy got to watch that. He got to double up on his punches.
defense was much like Ali's and yours. You're so tall, it is hard, even when you drop your hand, to crawl up your body to hit you. That's the defense that the height gives you. So he's got to settle for hitting in the ribs.
Back here in Atlantic City after this. Round 5, let's listen in on the corner of Murray Sutherland.
Start pressure a little more now. This is the 5th round coming up. Got to start to go, huh? Double jab going in, Murray. Double jab. If you throw that double jab, hit him on both and throw the right hand behind him. He's going to be there.
All right, Art Gore, Don Stothard in the corner of Murray Sutherland. Here's Hearns looking to open up with the arsenal. And landing with the combination. Marv Albert and Bernie Pacheco, along with heavyweight champion Larry Holmes from Atlantic City, New Jersey.
That little move by Murray Sutherland is a world of experience.
It pays off to have that experience. Like I said before, I'm sorry, Freddie. Murray's no slouch. He's been out there with everybody. And again, it shows you today he's fighting a good, tough champion in Tommy Hearns.
Hearns won the WBA welterweight title August of '80, stopping Pepino Cuevas. Second round, defended 3 times, came up with 3 knockouts, then lost to Sugar Ray Leonard. Following the fight against Leonard, decided to move up in weight, starting with the bout against middleweight Ernie Singletary. And his goal is to win 4 titles. He's won 2.
Point this out, Tommy has stopped using his right hand. He could have hurt it again. He's been using that left jab and the left hook to the body.
Yeah, absolutely. This round has been a total left-hand fight. Now let's watch carefully what he does with that right hand. He just threw it,
but it wasn't nothing on it,
and he came back and wiped it on his hand, on his trunks, like saying that hurt a little bit.
Tommy also is cut on the eye over there on your right eye. See a little blood. I don't know if that's from Solomon or what, but he's no cut there.
It's a tiny nick. And they've been putting in swell on his left eye because it's swollen a little bit underneath.
Hearns continually injuring that right hand. In fact, he broke the knuckle of his ring finger while sparring with Bill McCrory. A lot of blood under the right eye now, as you mentioned, Thomas Hearns.
You can see the blood on Tommy Hearns' eye. It's a nick, but it began to bleed and spread all over his eye.
And a busy time for Hearns' puntman, Rob Citro.
I don't think it presents a danger right now, but over and over again we see easy fights turn out to be hard fights.
Listen, this Sutherland is no easy guy to fight. And we have to watch out and see if Tommy hurt that right hand and see what he does this time. But I think he hurt his right hand.
Well, it certainly looked like it from last round. At least he stung it so he didn't use it at all.
And when he did, he didn't have anything on it.
In his last fight against Benitez, he had dislocated 2 bones in his right hand, aggravated the injury in an exhibition basketball game, opened up using it very well in the first couple of rounds, but as Larry Holmes has mentioned, pulled back. We've seen very, very little of it.
He certainly opened up this round using it, although mostly it's to the body where it's soft, but he's using it. Maybe he's decided to just grit it out.
Here it is again.
When you're out there fighting, you don't really care too much about the pain, because I remember I broke my hand in a fight. I just kept going.
Yeah, when that adrenaline starts pumping, you just keep going. He knows he's cut. He don't want to this fight over.
And this round, when he's used the right hand, seems to be pulling back. It's a short right hand to the body.
It's not with full power. I think Holmes is right. It's not with full power. I can't get over Murray Sutherland's smile all the way through this fight. Like he's enjoying this thing.
Well, you have to be out there. Sutherland don't respect Hearns anymore. No respect there.
And the crowd reacting to the underdog, Murray Sutherland.
As we said, Sutherland comes alive in the last 5. Smart veteran gets right out of that corner. He didn't stay there to visit long in that corner.
Tommy's cut over the right eye. You see the blood coming down right under that eyelid.
They can certainly see blood all over the right side of Tommy Hearns' face. He's cut under the eyebrow and the eyelid, which is not a wonderful place to get cut.
Good 6-12 for Murray Sutherland out of Bay City, Michigan, from Edinburgh, Scotland. Thomas Hearns being looked after in his corner. And again, they check over the eye.
Listen, Grace. How you feeling? Fine, good. You try to break the right hand behind a hook when you pull.
Cutman Ralph Citro just told Thomas Hearns, don't worry about the eye. I've got it under control.
I believe Ralph Citro, he's one of the best cut men around. It's not a dangerous cut as yet. It'll bleed, it'll look bad. But it's not anything to worry about in a frame of reference of stopping this fight.
There's Hearns measuring, looking to set it up.
Tommy's cut under his left eye now, Freddie.
Yep, he's got a little spot of blood under the left eye as well. Where's he getting it from? He ain't getting hit that much.
I don't know. But maybe when Solomon hit him, I hurt him.
He certainly isn't getting hit that much unless he's getting hit elbows, and I don't see him getting butted. Taking his chance now, straight ahead, straight in, no movement, and trying to narrow that gap to be right in there close to punch, which means he can get punched real hard in return by Murray Sutherland with those short arms. Oh, thumb. Murray Sutherland just got thumbed.
Good left hand by Hearns. We have had no knockdowns to this point. Hearns did have Sutherland in trouble in the first round, but Murray Sutherland has come back very well. We're halfway through round 7, scheduled for 10. Oh, right hand. One of the rare occasions the last few rounds that Hearns has gone with the right hand upstairs. Blows being thrown now by Hearns.
Tommy's using the left to the body a lot, trying to get something to bring those hands down so he can get a clear shot. This is a good fight. These guys put it on the show here.
Well, Tommy Hearns always tries 100%. I don't ever see any fight where he isn't trying 100%. And you can expect that from Sutherland. The kind of fighter that he is, he stays there to the last moment of every bell.
But it's been a take charge round for Thomas Hearns. City, New Jersey. Jersey with the heavyweight champion Larry Holmes, Bertie Pacheco, Marv Albert. Let's listen in on the corner of Murray Sutherland.
You're outside, you gotta go. You gotta go inside. You gotta go inside and work, and you're not punching when you're in right, and the end is gone, Murray.
Murray Sutherland, informed by manager Art Dorr, he feels that the right hand of Thomas Hearns does not exist at this point.
He said it's gone. And Murray said, what is he hitting me with then? Something's happening from that side.
If that hand's going, Tommy's doing the right thing now to stay on the outside and use the left hand. Now not boxing with the one hand because he got a very good left hand, and that's all he has to do to win the fight.
And Murray trying to come on, do what his corner said, get inside. Tommy now decides to box a while. That's the great thing about Tommy Hearns. He can punch and he can box. And those two things carry him. When things get tough, he can dance and he move. When he wants to, he can sit still and punch. That's a lot of variety to handle in one fight.
That's why only great champions are born, and Tommy is one of them.
He's on the way to be one. He's been two-time champion. He wants to be four. I'd like to see a fight with him and Duran. I'd like to see a fight with him and Hagler. I can think of a lot of good fights with Tommy Hearns.
Sutherland's corner also upset. They felt that Sutherland wasted the last round.
Well, he's behind 5-1-1 on my unofficial scorecard, and Tommy is Tommy just got in a little shot there. Tommy's cruising along, getting a good workout, which is what he needs after that 7-month layoff, but he seems to have abandoned knocking him out. He seems to be willing to get to work.
Well, if his right hand is hurting or anything, I think this is the best move for Tommy, to stay on the outside and use that left. I'll box it.
And less than a minute left. Round 8, scheduled for 10. Thomas Hearns fighting as a middleweight. Murray Sutherland, one-time light heavyweight, fighting as a middleweight. They are abusing each other.
They're laughing a lot.
I don't find it funny when you get hit.
Witherspoon laughed a lot in your fight. I thought he was having a wonderful time.
He don't know any better.
Oh. Have to give some equal time to terrible Tim. And we're in final seconds. Round 8 is round 9 as Thomas Hearns out, along with Murray Sutherland. On our unofficial scorecard, we have Hearns well in front. But can Hearns be satisfied with what has taken place here today? Of course, we won't know the extent of the injury, if there is, in fact, an injury on the right hand of Thomas Hearns, and that will be a factor when we look back at this.
Maybe he's just favoring it because you don't want to argue. Whatever it is, he hasn't used it like he's used his left.
I think Tommy wanted an early knockout. He went at this guy thinking this guy couldn't take it and whatnot, but he proved him wrong. This guy's been there. He's going to stay there, and I have to change my prediction now. And I guess that's unfair to say, hey, this guy's going to be there after I predicted he would be knocked out.
You think we have an easy job down here, do you?
I know you don't.
Murray Sutherland's biggest moment in the ring was back in October of '80. He won by decision over then fourth-ranked Pablo Ramos, winning the USBA light heavyweight championship. And that earned him a shot against champion Matthew Saad Mohammed. And it was Saad coming from behind, stopping Sutherland in the 9th round. Sutherland also lost in a grueling title match against Michael Spinks. By Thomas Hearns. Oh, caught Sutherland with the right hand. than a minute left in this 9th round.
Tommy's left eye is cut again. It's starting to bleed now, right inside the eye.
He's cut on both eyes.
Sutherland's still laughing.
And the referee, Larry Hazard, breaking the fighters. Under 30 seconds left. Round 9, good finish for Hearns in this 9th round.
Excellent workout. Excellent workout for Thomas Hearns, who needs to work after 7 months. But you know, I got to admire Mother Sutherland.
I think there's a little bit more than a workout.
Sutherland hanging right in. So we'll go to a 10th and final round.
Yeah, they're putting in a solution, which is a prothrombin type of coagulant. Stops the bleeding, but there are cuts. Both eyes of Tommy Hearns.
Emmanuel Stewart just told Thomas Hearns, this is showtime. Knock him out. 10th and final round. So Hearns has come alive.
This is called close the show.
All right.
You close the show, but be careful while you're doing it.
Yes.
You don't want to close it too good.
Right. And there's Sutherland landing with the right hand.
He needs to get inside. He needs to rough him up, because that's the way he fights.
And the crowd reacting to Sutherland.
Everybody admires the underdog that comes back. That's Murray Sutherland's whole career. An underdog that comes back in the last round fighting.
And it gone by. 10th and final round.
A screaming, noisy crowd under this tent.
And it's Sutherland chasing Hearns.
People always go for the underdog. Always. But they love a winner.
Seems to equal out. Gutty, gritty, Murray Sutherland laying it out with Tommy Hearns.
Hearns is well in front. And Sutherland would need a knockout here in this 10th round. Under a minute remaining.
Sutherland need a knockout. That's what he's going for. And he knows it.
Tommy just threw that right hand, and he didn't have a lot of power in it.
So we're down to 25 seconds left in the bout. Hearns with a big right hand. He has Sutherland in trouble.
17 seconds. Murray Sutherland is hanging on. He looked in his corner like saying, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to make it.
So final seconds of the bout. And we go the distance. Crowd on its feet, appreciating the gritty effort by Murray Sutherland. We'll be back in a moment. They are collecting the judges' scorecards, getting ready for the decision. And we'll be back with that decision in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by unanimous decision, the World Boxing Council